Yeah, that's what she does. She stops.
And they all know that means stop.
Everything. Fun.
Here we go. John, Sue, and Denny start their Columbus Day bit. They have a Columbus Day bit.
Well, yeah, I did this. Yeah, this is from yesterday's show.
That's racy.
So they were celebrating Columbus Day.
We didn't have a Columbus Day bit yesterday.
Oh. I would have done one for you guys, except I was busy listening to their Columbus Day bit.
All right, let's listen to their Columbus Day bit.
Happy Columbus Day, Denny.
Happy Columbus Day, Denny.
You guys are being jerks because you know I don't.
Shop till you drop, Denny.
I don't acknowledge him.
Big shopping day today.
He was a slave trader who brought disease and virtual genocide to the North American indigenous people.
And brought crickets over here.
Rickets and
rickets.
smallpox and malaria. I swear to God, I thought he said he brought crickets.
Crickets.
I heard crickets, too.
That's what I thought, and I was going to go, wow, I learned something from the morning show there, the Wink Morning Show, because I didn't know that.
No, that would be the reaction they were getting, and they're blaming Columbus. He brought the crickets we're hearing as opposed to laughs.
But you got to acknowledge him, or you wouldn't be here. He kind of really started this whole thing, right?
Yeah. Who cared he brought a little pestilence and rape? Cut the guy some slack.
What are you going to do?
Well, see, John said he brought crickets.
Crickets.
And then Denny said, no, rickets.
Oh. What?
Oh.
So, I mean, they had their joke books out writing.
They certainly did.
Which, if you didn't get it that time,
if
you just kept listening to the show a little later, maybe they'd revisit it.
At Wink 104.
I just wanted to wish you a happy Columbus Day
John,
before we get
I don't
into
celebrate
Wink
Columbus
104
Day
celebrity
because
news.
he was a slave-trading, disease-carrying,
here we go,
torturing of North American indigenous people.
Marisa.
American discovering.
That's why I celebrate it.
Marisa, do you have crickets at your house?
And because of that, we have great sales today.
Marisa has crickets at her house, and it turns out this is all Christopher Columbus's fault.
Rickets, I think is what he was.
Rickets, so I was
Rickets
wrong.
and malaria. And
Hey, by the way, management told me earlier that on Columbus Day is usually the furniture sales. That's the big sale this holiday.
Thank you, management.
Sam, can I punch you?
Wow.
I am so angry right now.
I can't even...
But did you get this time that he was talking about crickets?
Yeah.
Not rickets?
Not
But
rickets.
Denny was saying rickets.
Wow.
That is funny stuff.
But in case you didn't get it, they decided to revisit the joke
Yeah.
again.
They are wild.
Now, did Denny revisit it because he wasn't sure people heard it, being that his face was in a pillow when he said it the first time? Holy boy.
Oh, my God.
That whole thing, too, with Columbus.
Oh.
You got to be like, hey, we're not celebrating it. Don't worry. We understand he was a horrible man. Guy had balls enough to jump in a rickety ship, Ricketts.
Mm-hmm.
Crickety ship?
Crickety ship.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Sail the ocean blue.
right, in 1492. And come over here and, kick some ass.
Bang some broads.
Take some land.
Kick some ass.
What did he do? How much land could he possibly have taken?
No, how dumb were the Indians? God almighty.
Yeah, enough.
Bunch of guys in pilgrim hats, just throw dirt on them.
If you had a wheel, perhaps you'd have done a little better.
Why do you believe guys in ships carrying muskets with black shiny shoes and knee-high socks? What's the matter with you?
Shiny buckle. Ooh.
God almighty. Here's a berry. Give us your town. Okie doke. How about negotiating a little?
Right.
They see their reflection. They see the reflection of themselves in that shiny buckle and think you have their soul.
Yeah.
They run off into the woods screaming.
Hey, you want to smoke this pipe? Now sign over that deed of land. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Fair enough.
You got it.
Not a clue that they might be a problem.
None.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Everyone's friendly here.
Right.
And they didn't notice that the blankets that they were using were making everybody who used them cough and die.
Yeah.
This blanket makes me sneezy.
I'm not trying to say, by the way, that in Harrisburg that Denny is gay at all. I was only saying that his breath smells like upholstery. And pillowcases.
Well, the team continues with their Columbus Day material. Thank God, Sam.
Yeah.
Denny, happy Columbus Day to you as
Shut
well.
up, John. I don't celebrate or acknowledge that holiday. He was a terrible man. And he didn't make just one trip to the over here.
Well, of course not. You see all the crickets here? How many? I mean, you'd had to come over a few times to boat the crickets over.
Rickets.
Crates and crates of them.
Rickets. There's
Responsible for rickets and scurvy and smallpox and malaria.
Hey, you look at Columbus, man. He was the Carnival Cruise, man. He was always down in the Caribbean and stuff.
Yeah, he made like 4 trips, so that's where he always is. He was never up here. It's not like he landed in Georgia.
They should just be playing music and giving away concert tickets. What are they doing?
Well, they
What
do.
are they doing, Sam?
They do that. They don't even do very much talking because they have music and traffic and news that is apart from their talking. And
Wow.
so when they are talking, they're doing the cricket ricket routine.
Do you know what would be perfect to hear on this?
What?
One of them screaming, "Oh my God, there's a fire in the entrance. We're trapped. Help us."
Yeah, if your radio show is forced to do traffic, your bosses have no confidence in you.
Like the Happy Land Club routine in the Bronx.
Social club.
Remember that? 85 people killed one jealous boyfriend because of a fat chick.
Naughty boy with the little thing of gasoline and match. Oof.
Let's say hi to Nick in Maine. Nick,
Hit her,
Good
Nick.
morning, gentlemen.
good morning.
Jimmy, can you be any dumber? The Pilgrims were not with Columbus.
So the answer would be no, I couldn't be. What was
Who gives a crap? The jokes were funny.
I'm coughing like that. Oh my God, Grandpa.
See, the 1400s, Columbus came over.
Well,
But yeah, it was down in the Caribbean. And then in the 1600s,
Oh.
then came over the Pilgrims and, you know,
And they did
the whole Plymouth Rock thing and then that other place in Virginia. Where
John
the hell was that?
Standish.
Miles Standish.
Oh, John, his friend.
And
John was the brother that
John
nobody talked
Smith.
about. No, John Standish was Miles's brother. He was like the bassist. And I was right, by the way. What happened was Columbus dressed up like pilgrims to fool the Indians, so they would blame them. So I'm not an idiot, sir.
Yeah.
I knew that. It was bait and switch.
Let's say
Ass.
we got some info on this radio show.
Tommy Five Toes says,
Yeah.
no, it was Ted Standish.
That's right. Could you make me a hat with a buckle on it? I like a belt buckle on a hat and knee-high stockings.
Ted Standish.
Let's go to Chad in Pennsylvania. He has
Chad?
some info on this Wink Wake Up show. Chad.
These guys are atrocious. They actually replaced a guy who I believe in the early 90s was suspended by the FCC for a year for being too edgy. So this was their backup plan to bring in something nice and weak and stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, earlier you guys in Jocktoberfest goofed on the People's Radio show, which is also out of the same market. That's pretty much the two options we have here if we don't have satellite.
So sorry.
We've made fun of 3 shows from your area. That's how bad the radio is in that Harrisburg area.
It's terrible.
All right.
Wouldn't it be funny if they were goofing on us, too, because they had Pigtober? And they just played, like, disgusting misogynist radio shows.
Horrible things we say on a daily basis.
Nice. All right, we're going to wrap up today's Jocktober, looking at the Wink Wake Up show. They do their Columbus Day bit again, Sam?
No, they don't.
No.
This is one.
Stop it.
It's the 4th time.
If they say Ricketts again, I'm committing suicide.
Oh, geez, don't do that, Jimmy.
Denny, happy Columbus Day, buddy.
Shut up, John. He was a terrible man. I don't celebrate the day. He was a slave trader and brought disease to this country and killed off probably 150,000 Indians. And he didn't discover America. He landed in Cuba. And I believe Leif Erikson was here in the year 1000. And I believe the Native Americans were here when he got here as well. So I just don't.
So you're saying we should be celebrating Leif Erikson Day?
We should celebrate Leif Erikson Day or celebrate North American Indigenous Person Day.
Or even Leif Garrett Day. What's the difference?
When's National Indian Day? When's that coming up? They were here first. That's the way it works. Finders keepers.
Enough already. Let's get to football.
Who is even ready for it?
Who's ready for some football?
Wait, what?
The girl wanted some football, and all I can think of is her standing there, legs shoulder length apart, in the wrong place as somebody does, like, as a kicker comes and does the kickoff, and then they're like, "Where's the ball?" And she's rolling around, holding her hips, yelling, "Help!"
I'm going to have to give birth to this thing. Jocktober, the Wink Wake Up show. Sam, terrific.
Yeah.
Wow. God, it just made me angry. That
That's
one
a
just
good
made
one.
me angry.
That is,
But did you guys get
yeah.
the...
It's a show with 3 chicks.
Denny
There's 3 chicks there.
does not celebrate Columbus Day.
Yeah,
Why not?
oh, yeah, why not?
Because Columbus brought in crickets.
I get it.
And he killed people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the indigenous people.
Yeah.
I figured Denny would like Columbus. He was probably unclipped. I imagine Denny's one for he prefers a gentleman with a lot of skin.
All right, we look forward to the next show.
Yes, as we continue.
Yeah, move out of Pennsylvania for a while,
trying
will
to
you?
move out of there.
Jocktober.
We still haven't done Boston. We still haven't done Scott and Todd for everybody here in New York.
That's kind of my backup plan because they're always good.
Scott and Todd should be the grand finale.
Yeah.
These hacks, they've been doing it for how many decades now? How long have they been at it?
7.
14 years.
14 years boring the hell out of their audience here in New York City. Amazing. Amazing. See what happens if you're like, you're good? They allow you to keep broadcasting year after year after year with mediocrity.